Hello everyone, I'm Metis Balaska and welcome to the stream. So, last time we finished off Naoto's story and went on to Mitsuru's. And as you can see, as you can't see yet, we are actually getting pretty close to finishing off Persona 4 Persona 4 Arena story mode. Let me switch over. Yeah, we've got 3 characters left, including Mitsuru herself, who we are going to continue. God darn it. Alright, we were set up to fight you last time.
Finally. Fight!
I'm coming for you.
I forgot you could do that. Keep forgetting all-out attacks are a thing in this game. Ah, darn it.
I've won. I will move on.
I hold my hand to Narukami, who had collapsed on the floor, and help him up. Fortunately, I won the match. Although in fighting these people, I had come to see them in a new light.
First, I have something to ask you.
In this world, to encounter another leads to an immediate win or lose situation. That's why I intend to limit my That's why I intended to limit my reactions to the others. All I felt regarding these students was regret for dragging them into this mess. But in order to be sure I can save Labras, I feel that I'll need their help. Since they have more experience with this world, they're most likely closer to settling this.
That you want to save Labras too, but you barely know her. She isn't human and has been through things that aren't easy to understand. What were you going to do for her when you found her?
Narukami quietly closes his eyes before answering.
Nothing in particular, but I could have stood at her side at the very least.
At her side.
A number of things dawned on me with Narukami's words. Though I had resolved to fight by myself, I wasn't truly alone. I had family and close allies, all who supported me. But Labras was alone. She fought against the same unit as who shared her fate, and after escaping into this world, she had no one. I see. My voice broke. I understand now. He politely underlined and something important and I had overlooked. He's not the first to show me a new perspective like this. This warm sensation that spreads within me. I understand now. That's why Narukami reminded me of him.
You really do remind me of an old friend.
I do?
Yes. Though he's more than just a friend. I owe my life to him.
I attempt to contact Fujikawa again. When she responds, I give her another request. She eagerly agrees, and Narukami, who's listening in, nods in satisfaction.
I'll be going now to save Labras.
There's no hesitation now. I have seen what must be done. I must go forth and keep my promise to them. Labras will be saved. I'm certain of that now. In order to pursue the escaped shadow, I stop briefly and attempt to locate it with my persona. It's the one move. It's on the move, but it's headed to the
Fujikawa, can you hear me? The shadow is headed to the announcement room again.
I've already picked up on her and got out. Also, I've managed to reach your friends. I was just talking to someone named Aegis.
Fujikawa says she never tried to connect with multiple people all at once, but with a little practice, she's picked up the knack. Her persona support skills are advanced indeed. In contrast to my own inability to contact my friends against this noise without linking my persona to a communicator, she easily located Akihiko and Aegis. Yeah, because Mitsuru, because while Mitsuru's persona does have support abilities, her persona is focused more on battle. Really, she's quite talented.
Can you hear me? I need you to keep Fujikawa safe.
Understood.
The shadow's presence is nearby. I retrace my steps to the announcement room and throw open the door. I'm ready to end this.
My. You've come. Sorry, but you're too late. You really helped me out, though. You were pretty hard on this girl, weren't you?
The expression drains from Labrys's face as she mutters to herself with self-approach. The shadows must be hammering at Labrys's. The shadows must be hammering at Labrys's psyche in order to have Labrys deny herself.
We've got a guest. This woman's here to take us back. She'll never understand how we feel. A typical human. Stop! Don't say any more!
Labrys.
I step between Labrys and her shadow and draw my weapon. The shadow looks at me and her face boils over with hatred.
What's this all about? Oh, of course. It would be a problem if she were destroyed while you were retrieving her, huh? Retrieve? No! This has got nothing to do with me! How long are you gonna lie to yourself? It's about time you face reality. You want the everyday boys and girls to experience what you had to go through, right? That's why we're in a school having a fighting tournament. You want to see close friends fight for their lives against each other. Because if they do that, then they might understand. You want to make them understand. That ain't true! But it didn't work. Kirijo marched in here and spoiled your fun. It's all right, though. You don't have to worry about that anymore. I'll take care of everything from here. I'll destroy anyone who doesn't understand you and comes to get in your way. Just like you once did. No! That ain't what I want! You're...
The shadow's smirk widens at Labrys's protest.
me!
Here we go again. Labrys's rejection seemed to have crossed some line. I can sense the shadow's power rising dramatically in response to her words.
I'm myself. I'm free. Even if I'm a misunderstood machine. I'll escape from all this. Yes, the power.
It's gone berserk. But there should still be time. I'll make you settle down.
I support Labrys, who's slumped over, and make my intentions plain.
With you, you hypocrite! The way you've been acting pisses me off! How can you be so kind to her? No matter what you do, it won't erase your sins! Fine. Since you're a Kirijo, why not tell you exactly what your family did to me? What they made me do!
The shadow thrust her weapon toward me as if sentencing me to judgment.
Remember those spectating students? What did you think those human-shaped silhouettes were?
For a moment, her unexpected shift in topics catches me off guard.
Shadows, too. Shadows of the prototypes you made her destroy. When they were destroyed, their information was transferred to the victor. What's left of their hearts remains deep inside Labrys. That's right. They all have a soul. But because they never fully developed, their shadows helped her play school after they separated from her. Do you see? Those spectators you saw everywhere were her sisters she had to kill at the Kirijo group's orders.
I'm at a loss for words. I can only stand there, speechless.
I haven't forgotten. I'll never let their memories or their pain go. I won't forgive anyone who tries to take my freedom.
Her anger, it's justified. It's natural for her to hold a grudge after all we did to them.
I acknowledge your anger and grief. Setting things right here is my way of atoning. This fight will release you from your curse once and for all.
Now we make sure to save.
Finally! Fight!
Alright, you can follow up. That went far better than I was expecting. Yes, she got the first hit off, but once she was in the corner, she was dead. After a fierce battle, the shadow finally falls silent and stops resisting entirely. I go to elevate Labrys to help her around. When she regains consciousness, she looks at me with sorrow and resignation.
Gonna be alone again? What am I saying? Of course I am. After all I've done.
No, no one will lock you away ever again.
Huh?
I thought I had a firm grasp on things, but in the end, all I did was drive you into a corner. I'm sorry.
Why is a Kirijo apologizing to a machine? I mean, I hurt people. Dragged them into my own mess. I'm just like I was before. There ain't no reason to forgive me.
That is solely your opinion.
Huh?
Kujikawa, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Is that Rise-san?
That's right. You've met her too, and
Seems Kujikawa accomplished what I asked of her earlier. I wanted her to use her persona ability to connect the voices of her friends directly to Labrys. Some of them I've met, while some I don't know at all. In truth, some of them may find it hard to forgive Labrys for dragging them into this, even after learning of her circumstances. But I believe in them.
To tell the truth, I only saw you for a second, so I ain't really sure what's going on. But it seemed like you went through a lot. Anyway, hope things start looking up.
That's way too simple. Can't you think of anything better to say?
Hey, it ain't simple at all. I know damn well how tough it is to see a shadow come out of yourself.
Yeah, we've all been through the same thing, so we'd suck pretty bad if we didn't forgive you.
You caused me a lot of trouble, but it was still kind of fun.
They know how to accept someone for who they are, regardless of looks. That's why even though Labrys is a machine, they will surely welcome her. I'm confident of it. And indeed, They respond to Labrys with more warmth than I had thought.
What you saw wasn't the whole picture, right? That's just how our hearts are.
I concur. None of us can cast stones after you've gone through the hardship of facing your shadow.
That aside, I'm just glad you're okay. I was worried about you. I left you alone knowing you couldn't use a persona.
Labrys, when you come back, we should talk.
Senpai's right, and not just us. Sister, can you hear me? I too would like to talk with you. There's something I'd like to tell you. You may know it already, but still.
The voices chiming in are gentle, kind, and warm. I can't help but be touched as well. My words alone could not have accomplished this.
Guys, why?
You are a machine, unlike us. That is undeniably true. There will be days to come when you are tormented by solitude and caged by your own weakness. But one thing will be very different. Starting today, you are not alone.
Whether she's a machine or a human has no bearing on her suffering. To be crushed under the weight of despair, with seemingly no end to the pain, feeling that one cannot go on any longer. I'm no stranger to those feelings myself. It was always someone else, like my family or teammates, who saved me. But when you're alone, it's difficult to see your way out. You can't find it unless someone else shows you. That's when you learn the extraordinary power derived from one's relationships.
Companionship is the greatest guide. In my mission here, I've come to be reminded of that. We hope to become that guide for you as well. If you're not alone, you can stand to face the most painful of truths.
Face the truth.
Labrys's gaze turns towards her own shadow. There is no more fear in her eyes. She understands now.
See. I get it now.
I watch over her as she stands up. No words pass between us, but I am here for her, and that may be enough.
I'm sorry I ignored you all this time. I was the one who left you all alone. No. You are me, after all.
I promise we don't have too many more of these to go through, guys.
This is my persona.
Labrys and Kirijo-san!
Welcome back, you guys.
Together with Labrys, we headed towards the rooftop, where there's supposedly an exit to the real world. A small crowd welcomes us on our arrival. Some of them haven't yet met in person. Hold on, I read that. I think I read that wrong. Some of them I haven't met yet in person. If I recall correctly, the energetic girl with the short hair is Chie Satonaka. The well-built young man must be Kanji Tatsumi. And that must be the real Teddy. His speech is no different from the impersonators, but in absence of the evil demeanor, the real one is much more adorable. All the faces I saw in the video are here, with a smile on every one.
Oh,
hurt you?
Chie-san, that's a bit impolite. It's hard enough restraining myself already.
I mean, at least she asked first.
You said restrain yourself. Well...
I give Labras an encouraging smile. She needn't be afraid to enter their circle. None of them are rejecting her after all.
Sorry I caused you guys trouble.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about that. That Grand Prix was you, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't a half bad idea. Fighting to see who's the strongest man was awesome!
Good lord.
What?
Kanji's right, but you should have invited me too.
Good lord.
I won't forgive you until you say, I really like you, you big bear of a man. All sexy like that.
Can we get General Teddy back?
Guys, stop making it even worse. Sorry we're starting off like this.
In any case, I'm really glad you're all right.
I got you to thank for that.
They take very naturally to someone who isn't human.
Good job, Mitsuru. But man, talk about a rowdy bunch of students.
Still, they are kind.
I look at Labras, surrounded by new friends. I wish I could join them, but part of me would rather watch over them for now. And there are things I still need to consider.
Is something the matter?
I'm not good at relying on others. My responsibilities are so heavy that I don't even think of trusting others with them. I've been told it before, but it never gets easy.
Why not think of things more simply? When something cannot be accomplished alone, there is no other choice but to trust in others to help. Good or bad, it is inevitable. Then why not accept it and move forward? You aren't alone either, after all.
I can't keep myself from smiling at the truism I never would have come up with.
You're right. It's not difficult at all when put that way. It's just as I was saying about companionship being a guide.
Indeed, I am thankful for my companions. They say the things I cannot, and take me outside myself with new perspectives. I'm sure that the same principle will save Labra from straying from her path. Although, I think again about the case. Now that Labras is safe, there's another issue. The mastermind was not Labras, but her shadow. However, her shadow emerged and began to act only after she entered the TV world. It's hard to reconcile that with Labras taking the initiative to escape. Come to think of it, there's something else that can't be explained if we assume Labras was behind everything.
Is Labras truly the mastermind here?
Huh? What are you getting at?
Why did Labras choose them? Where did Labras learn of them?
It's the students of Yasugami High that trouble me. I can't see why Labras would have selected them. I thought that they might have sensed the changes Labras caused in the world and on their own, but no. Hey Kronk, welcome to the stream. How was your day? It's been a while since you last joined us. And thank you thank you for subscribing. Or resubscribing, as a word. Caused in this world on their own, but no. The video that brought them here called them by name. Not to mention that the shadow took the appearance of General Teddy from the start. Neither would be possible unless she identified them beforehand.
We didn't know about them or about this world inside the TV.
Cool.
How did Labras discover all this?
Yeah, I can't explain it either.
And I still have my doubts regarding the hijacker's mental state. Their memories were so muddled that they couldn't even explain themselves. Do Labrys's abilities extend that far? The more I think about it, the more questions arise. There must be some larger plan at work here after all.
The fastest way to find out is to just ask her. Hey, Labrys!
Akihiko.
Akihiko's loud voice catches not only Labrys's attention, but the high schoolers as well. I had hoped to keep them away from this, since they were innocent bystanders. Akihiko seems not to notice my irritated glare.
When did you wake up? How did you find out about the TV world?
About this place?
Here we go. Labrys abruptly stops moving just before starting to go convulse and taking a leap backwards. It happened so suddenly that even the student standing some distance away raised their voices in alarm.
Get back!
As soon as Akihiko cries out, Igus runs towards the students to protect them. I keep a careful eye on Labrys, whose face has gone blank, and put some distance between us. My fears have been realized. Labrys reaches for the axe behind her back and swings it without hesitation.
Is she malfunctioning? No! Someone's hijacked her.
What?
If we're all here, the shadow the shadow's defeated, and someone is still hijacking her, then...
No, you're there. Who are you? Show yourself.
I expected a response, but the source of my answer came as a shock.
Show myself? How cold. You treat me as if I were a stranger.
That voice!
A pool of darkness emerges from one of the nearby shadows, forming.
No way! Kirijo-san's shadow?
It has my appearance, my face. It's me in every way, save for the unnatural gleam in its golden eyes and the mocking expression it makes.
Do you not recognize your own face? I am you.
Still, my heart is calm. In fact, her appearance may be giving me more clues as to the enemy's
You
intentions.
seem to have a penchant for deception. Unfortunately, I already know that you're the mastermind here. You were after Persona users from the start. That's why you chose this school and tampered with Labrys's memories. And you just demonstrated how you controlled those hijackers. Very good. No wonder you managed to drive back a god once. Yes, I want them even more now.
You want them? Explain yourself.
Personas and shadows are one and the same. If I poison your hearts, I can recruit shadows with unparalleled strength.
Wait, what? You mean turn our personas back to shadows?
The heart is frail. Its weaknesses are never fully vanquished. Given the opportunity, it can betray you and return to darkness. This one's desire to make people suffer was perfectly suited for such a plan.
Plan?
You caused all this to gather strong shadows?
Who are you?
Sadly, it seems things won't be going according to plan this time. But I'll make use of what tools I have to the very end. This is my last chance. No, more like a marvelous entertainment. Stand, my puppet.
The shadow ignores my taunts and raises its right hand towards Labrys, still collapsed on the ground. Labrys reacts to the gesture by rising up, like a puppet with no will of its own.
You bastard! This form is exhausted from constant battle and will be useless as an asset. But unless you destroy it, it will keep rising up and attacking you all. What will you do?
Labrys obeys the shadow's command and leaps forward to attack. It seems the enemy will do anything to rattle us. I understood that, but understanding it and forgiving it are two different things.
I'll just knock her out one more time.
No, don't attack her. Further damage to Labrys could put her in danger.
But, come on! She's all over us!
Now, may you suffer and curse your fate. Relinquish your personas.
At the moment, I hear a voice whisper in my mind.
Huh?
I stop in spite of myself. I know this voice well. Relief watches over me to hear it. This match will end in our victory. I call to everyone assembled.
Don't listen. Everyone, concentrate on avoiding her attacks.
But we can't do that forever.
Just try and hang in there. Trust me. I trust in you.
I realize that this is an impossible demand. Everyone is already exhausted from what's become before. Still, I need to buy time. Surprisingly, the first nod to nod is neither Akihiko nor Agus.
We can take this much. Yosuke, you ready?
Hell yeah, partner. Let's let Mitsuru-san do her thing.
Hanamura and the others recover from their confusion at once when Narukami speaks. Interesting. He seems to be a great leader.
Hiko, Agus, back them up.
You got it.
No one will force my sister to hurt others ever again.
You had best hurry and decide. Who will be destroyed? The shell or the lot of you?
The shadow laughs triumphantly at seeing us driven against the wall. Flaunting one's power, acting like a god. How short-sighted. I sense what I have been waiting for. We bought enough time.
Sad to say, but this show is over. What?
Labrys comes to a halt and is released from the shadow's control. She must have been forced to exceed her limits, for she falls to the floor as her strings have been cut. We didn't attack her at all, yet she's unable to so much as break her fall. A chill goes down my spine. Imagine what could have happened and if we fought her to our full strength, at our full strength.
In the nick of time. You saved us, Yamagishi.
Mm-hmm.
Are you all okay?
And this is who Mitsuru went off to call before.
Fuka-san.
So you had a third assistant.
That voice. It's not coming from in here. Whoever it is out there.
Seriously? She can use hers in reality too?
Right before we entered the TV, I put it in a phone call asking her to come right away, and she made it at the perfect moment. Yamagishi initially had a bit of difficulty dealing with a world so alien to her, but she adjusted quickly enough. Though she's far away, I can sense that we're under her protection.
It's just as you thought, Mitsuru-senpai. The enemy is only mimicking your appearance. It's a fake.
Very impressive to guess correctly from such a long distance away.
Guess nothing, bitch. That girl scanned the tower like hundreds of feet, hundreds of floors tall.
So these are the limits of a half-broken puppet. Well, no matter. This was only ever for my own enjoyment. You despicable monster! I didn't expect you to fight back this hard, but didn't you have fun? You were all taken in by an illusion. This place, these traps, everything came from your own minds. You... A beautiful plan, wasn't it?
Sorry, I accidentally skipped that. You dread yourselves most of all.
Your idea of beauty is rather warped, as is your plan and your assessment of us. But your biggest mistake was that you took my form in the end.
Oh yeah, she's dead now. The shadow, I mean. I take a step forward. Seeing this, Akihiko and Agus take a step back. They know me well. They can see the signs of anger boiling within me.
Are you angry? All right, I'll play along. The show must go on, right? Don't say another word while wearing that face. I'll teach you just who it is you've made an enemy of!
Ow.
It ends here! I'm coming for you! I'm coming for you! One mistake! Better luck next time! Won't happen! I'm coming for you! One mistake! Better luck next time! Check. This is fine with me. Good enough for my purposes that I confirmed you have enough power to meet my expectations.
The shadow laughs, as if defeat didn't matter to it at all.
This is only a temporary form. I doubted there'd be any meaning in changing my appearance. Sure enough, it made for a very enjoyable game. All that irritates me is having to feign cooperation with that foolish human until I obtain the one true vessel.
Foolish human?
See you and another guy's next time. Just wait until then. The real you will face the same consequences soon. Choose your last words carefully.
Its laugh echoes throughout the room as the shadow, borrowing my form, disappears into thin air.
The reading disappeared. It didn't move, it just vanished. What could this mean?
Back to square one again.
Another guys, huh?
Don't even think about coming around here again!
What are we up against? Our enemy seems to be targeting Persona users.
It seems that not even they know who the enemy is. Though I didn't expect they would. The enemy had extensive knowledge of Labras, something even I didn't have. There's no denying it. Whoever did this is well versed in the Kirijo group's internal workings. Gathering powerful shadows. Now we know the enemy's general aim, but what did they plan to do with them? None of that matters at the moment, I suppose. I signal to Akihiko. Akihiko catches it and turns towards the students.
Don't worry about it. We'll handle things from here.
Wait, but it kinda said it was still after us.
Of course, you should be aware that the enemy is out there. Akihiko only means that there is no need to abandon your lives to pursue it. We will do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. That is, after all, our duty.
But
I don't expect them to like my answer. But the reason I started the Shadow Operatives was to protect people from these things. The students, they're still young. Granting my permission would only mean them becoming more inexorably involved. We should be the ones to take responsibility.
Guys, let's leave this to them.
You can...
are you serious?
They're right that we need to go back for now. We're all at our limit.
When Narukami signals to him, Hanamura's complaints fall suspiciously silent. That hardly fooled anyone. Either they take me for an imbecile or think it won't matter even if I do catch on. I suppose I can live with it. If they are that determined, I can hardly dissuade them. We'll have to take care of everything before they can involve themselves, that's all. Teddy jumps around, his footsteps sounding highly unnatural to catch our attention.
Alrighty, attention please. The trip doesn't end until we get out of the TV.
Dude, we were in the middle of a conversation.
What are you doing with this ancient TV? Hang on, where'd you even get this?
It's a Teddy vision. You can get out from here.
They exchange banter as if the recent problems are already long past. We must fight so that they can continue to be so carefree. Moreover...
How's Labras?
There wasn't much damage to her motor functions. I don't believe it will take much time to repair her. Still, The stress on her cognitive functions must have been severe. It may take some time for her to awaken.
Igus gazes sadly at Labrys's unmoving form in her arms. We must also fight to prevent anyone else from being hurt like these two. This case is over for the time being. It's time to say our farewells to this world. But a newfound resolve to fight is surging within me. Even after we return to the real world, there is no rest for the weary. After action reports on the case, investigating leads on the culprit, there's a mountain of things to do.
Go, Mitsuru-san.
Ah, thank you.
After issuing instructions, I'm ready to take a break when Igus serves me a cup of tea with perfect timing. The fresh scent of Darjeeling. I take a moment then to savor the mellow aroma of muscat. That's right, spring is nearly over. I seem like I can barely keep track of the seasons anymore.
We'll be leaving Inaba tomorrow. Keep that in mind when making preparations.
Understood.
We're rather limited here in this hotel room. Originally, I had intended to return today, but we're all so tired that we had to stay the night. There is also Labrys's condition to consider. Still mulling it over, I hear a knock at the door.
It's me, Fuka.
Come in. I'm sorry I had to summon you on such short notice.
Oh no, it's all right. I was on vacation too, after all.
How is Labrys?
She's still resting. There was a lot of stress on her, so we might have to carry her out.
I see.
Yamagishi takes a nearby chair. There's wariness in her eyes.
I looked into the records. Labrys was built on a self-contradicting foundation. Self-contradicting? Unlike with Igus, when Labrys was being developed, no one had the know-how to create a personality from scratch. So, it seems like they took an actual girl's personality and used it as a base.
A living girl. So that's why her heart is unexpectedly advanced.
Yamagishi
With
nods.
all of the original girl's memories, a contradiction would occur in her self-awareness. Normally they'd make adjustments to prevent that, but even then, they couldn't guarantee it would be completely safe. That's why Labrys was loaded with a self-deceiving function, in case a conflict arose in her self-awareness. She was deceiving herself? Then the function that interfered with our perception... It was listed as meant for infiltration, but that was a technicality. Its true purpose was a safety mechanism.
She was given a harp presupposing that it would cause conflicts with her self-awareness. I silently begged the heavens for forgiveness at the cruelty and injustice performed upon her.
I think that should be okay now.
A hesitant voice comes from outside.
Yes. When did you get here? Sorry to sneak up on you. But after I faced my shadow and learned how to use my persona, it's hard to explain. But it felt like my emotions settled down. Actually, that may be what happened. Facing one's shadow could be said to be correcting one's self-awareness.
That must be it. Your developers came to the decision that it was an insurmountable problem, yet you overcame it.
I approached Labrys and stroke her head. She fidgets, her eyes cast slightly
How
downward.
do you feel? Does anything seem off?
Oh, no. You guys have treated me so well, I feel kind of guilty about it. My body's all fixed up too, so there shouldn't be any problems there.
I see.
Labrys's expression seems gentle. Come on, controller. She appears to be mentally stable. I doubt there's any danger nor of her losing control
I wanted
again.
to talk to you about where we go from here.
From here? You mean, about me?
Originally, we planned to take you back to the lab on Yakushima, but that was when we still thought of you as a mere object. Is that what you want to happen?
What else is there? You could tell us what you yourself want. You do have a heart, just like us. Who knows? Maybe you could even go to school eventually. Me? Go to school?
Even Igus has been to school, and that was when she knew much less about the world than you know now.
We'll see those antics when we eventually get to P3.
Thinking back to that time is, it's rather embarrassing.
Surprisingly, Labrys falls silent in thought. To live a life no different than anyone else's. That must be exactly what she wants. Should I tell her there's no need to worry about living expenses? No, best to wait for her decision. She should be the one to decide on her future. After a long silence, Labrys speaks again.
Ooh. It sounds great. But I feel like there's something I gotta do first. I mean, yeah, it's been my dream for a long time to go to school. But someone's after those guys. Someone's trying to wreck their lives. I want to catch whoever it is myself. I want to look after those guys.
Rather than being with them, she chose to protect them. It's a beautifully selfless decision. She thought of herself and chose her own path. She thought for herself and chose her own path. I see no reason to deny her that.
The Security Department Shadow Response Unit would be glad to have you. Welcome to the team, Labrys.
I extend a hand. If she takes it, she'll be putting an ordinary life on hold for a while. I know she understands that, but she takes it anyway.
I get to work with you, sister. I guess that reminds me. I am your younger sister, but I am more experienced than you. This may be slightly confusing.
Though the two sisters are a bit awkward around each other now, a new bond will form there as well. Labrys made her own choice not to live an ordinary life. You could say that she is truly facing herself. She'll be alright. Seeing the two of them together makes me sure of it.
I'll give you a tour of the lab tomorrow. Make sure you're ready to write things down. Tomorrow? We're leaving Inaba already? I haven't even said goodbye. I can't leave without seeing him one more time. Oh, that's good to hear. It means you've made some friends. Friends.
I turn to Igus.
Yes. Get in contact with them by whatever means you deem necessary.
Understood. How should I contact them? I only know their names.
Yamagishi, your usual method should prove effective once again.
Or, you could maybe ask around or look in a phone book.
Huh? But isn't that invading their privacy?
Permission granted. Remember, we have official sanction to operate now.
Oh, God. And after how they acted when we were parting, we'll definitely need their contact information. They won't sit quietly by, of that I'm sure. This matter is still open, after all. The mystery remains unsolved, and there are still worries nagging at me. But that's not the only legacy of this case.
We'll help look them up too.
Labrys breaks into a smile and takes Igus' side at the computer. The bonds that gave her that smile, they were lighting our unseen path. There's no knowing where this case might lead. But the day that we stop in our tracks, too afraid to continue, will never come. And that ends Mitsuru's story. So next up, remember I want to do Elizabeth last.
How did this happen?
Great. This is already going well. Well, not even 5 minutes in, and we're stuck in a locker. It's so cramped in here. I woke up in some box-like thing, and I jammed it. I'm jammed in and I'm jammed in it tight. Plus, I'm stiff as a board. I can't move my arms or legs. How did I get in here? How did I get here?
Get your nest before it opened, and then...
Every day is Customer Appreciation Day since I work at Jeunesse. I wish sometimes I was the one getting waited on. That's what I was thinking while I was cleaning the store. The lady in electronics came over and asked me to clean up there too, so I gladly agreed and... Oh, now I remember. I was passing in front of a big TV and stopped for a sec. The TV helped us out a lot last year when we solved the case together and made my world peaceful again. That's why I got lost in thought thinking about those days. I wonder how Sensei is doing back in the city where he's from, and stuff like that. My world is the world inside the TV. I used to be all alone there, but last year I came... some other people fell into it. And I joined the investigation team. Well, the details don't matter. And I joined this investigation team. Well, the details don't matter. The point is, I helped solve the murder case. That brings back memories. Chie-chan, Yuki-chan, and Rise-chan, Nao-chan. I was surrounded by beauties. The worst part is we're going to have to deal with this the entire story. Because it's Teddy. Oh, Kanji was there too, I forgot. Back on subject, we use this big TV in the Jeunesse electronics department to go back and forth between this world and my world. And while I was there, I suddenly picked up a weird scent.
What's that smell? It feels like someone's gone into my world.
Why are you wearing the Teddy costume? The previous year, victims were taken from this world and dumped into my world. But that case was solved, so it couldn't have been that, right? I have an exit stash there. I have an exit TV stash there in case someone goes in by mistake. So anyone could have been able to come back. But then it hit me.
Yosuke slipping out before we open so he can slack off. I won't let him get away with it.
I was about to let Yosuke slack off I wasn't about to let Yosuke slack off while I was working so hard. I thought I should go teach him a lesson. And that's why I jumped into the TV. I wasn't thinking of slacking off myself, not at all.
What happened after that? I remember it felt a little different than normal when I fell in.
I don't remember anything after that. Where on earth am I? Actually, what time is it? It's not past snack time yet, is it? Oh no. Thinking about snacks is making me hungry. Sensei, Yosuke, I won't slack off anymore. Please help me.
I'm so hungry that everything's spinning. This must be what it's like to see your life flash before you at the end.
Be your shadow! Oh, this scene. This is the Jeunesse rooftop from a few days ago. If I remember right, we all got together after Yosuke and I were off work.
Chie-chan! Yuki-chan!
There he is. You look like you were working hard, Teddy.
Here, Teddy, you can sit with me.
Don't mind if I do. I'm so tired. They're working me like a slave. Pet me, Yuki-chan and Chie-chan.
If they say yes, we know this is bull.
What are you blabbering about? That was totally in your job description.
I squeezed between the two ladies, and Yosuke sets one of the cups he's holding in front of me. Oh, I smell melon soda. Is Yosuke buying? He must be he must be feeling generous today.
Ooh, thank you very much, Yosuke.
We're gonna have to deal with these puns too. The sweet scent that fills my nostrils, the torrent of refreshing soda, the sweet taste against my tongue. Ah, a bear could live for this.
How'd you chug that? Wasn't it carbonated? I'm surprised you could drink it so fast.
You must have been so thirsty. There.
Yuki-chan pats my proud bear fur. Hee hee, I'm in heaven.
I guess it was a bit busier than usual. Sorry for making you girls wait.
It's alright. It's not like we had anything to do either. Anyway, what's this important announcement you have?
Important announcement? I haven't heard anything about this. Kira-chan and Yuki-chan look like they don't know what he's talking about either.
Well, about that.
Okay.
What is it? Is it bad news? Yosuke keeps piling on the suspense as we all keep bringing in more and more.
Huh? Hey, where's Kanji?
Grr, stupid Yosuke! Why do you have to pull such a mean trick? I fell out of my seat.
What the hell? You made me slam my elbow into the table.
Sorry, I just noticed he was gone.
I had some business to take care of at the inn, so I stopped by Tatsumiya before I came here, but Kanji-kun wasn't there.
Yeah, because he fell in the TV.
We can just fill him in later. Come on, I'm dying to know what this is about. Out with it already!
You have a point there. So what I was going to tell you was...
Finally, Yosuke is getting to the point.
What?
Everyone is so surprised. We nearly rocket out of our seats. Of course, though, Sensei's...
For real?
Sensei's?
Darn it.
Coming back?
That's a big deal. This is serious. Our fearless leader of the investigation team, who went back to the city after closing the case. The number one bad boy of Inaba. He's coming back to our little country town?
Ha! You should see the looks on your faces. I kept it a secret all this time just to surprise you guys. Golden Week is coming up, so he's planning on spending the second half of break over here.
I'm so happy. Oh man, I can't just sit around like this. If Sensei's coming back, we gotta be ready for snacks, and more snacks. Good Lord.
Wow, cool! You were so serious that I was getting worried it would be something bad. Actually, why'd you keep it a secret up to the last minute?
Chie-chan slaps Yosuke's back with a thunderous noise, and Yosuke spews out his drink. She's right. It's not fair that Yosuke knew and kept it a secret from us.
You don't have to hit me so hard. Isn't it more exciting to play up the suspense a little?
I don't care if it's suspense or sixpence. Good God, Teddy. Still, everyone looks so happy. See how amazing Sensei is? Just hearing he's coming back is making everyone so excited.
Senpai's coming back?
Eep, that voice, is that Kanji? I turn around to see Kanji standing there with a verifying look on his face.
When did you get here?
Okay, so he didn't fall into the TV yet.
You told me sooner. Damn it, I gotta get to work.
And there he goes, zooming off. What was that about? Could he also be off to buy snacks for Sensei? Good Lord, Teddy. I can't let him beat me to it.
Into him.
Who cares? At least he knows now. But hey, what about Risei-chan and Naoto-kun? Do they know about Yukin coming back?
That's right. Never mind Kanji. Do Risei-chan and Naoto-chan know Sensei's coming? We can't keep something this big a secret from
I
them.
called up Risei. I thought she'd have a hard time adjusting her work schedule. Sounded like she's busy preparing for her comeback, but she said she'll definitely make it.
Oh, she is a lot busier now compared to when she was taking her hiatus.
I mean, hiatus is basically making yourself not busy, right?
I can't wait for her to make a complete comeback. I'm gonna watch every program she's in.
Good lord.
I hereby claim control over the remotes to all the TVs in Juness. Yosuke's room too.
Good lord.
Maybe you should wait to do that until you've actually learned the channel names.
So what about Nato-kun?
I don't know. I couldn't reach her on her cell. Though she did say that she was handling more cases ever since spring, so I bet she's busy.
Chie-chan said that she'll try calling Nao-chan later. Way to go, Chie-chan. If Sensei's coming, we should all be here for him. I'll follow Chie-chan's example and try calling up Sensei too. What should I talk to him about?
No. This brings back memories of the investigation team.
Yeah. It's kind of strange to feel nostalgic about that.
We were pretty desperate while the case was going on. It's only now that I'm finally feeling like it's all over.
Still, it's just been 2 months, and it already feels like it was a long time ago.
Everyone quiets down a little. Yosuke's right. Meeting everyone, fighting alongside them, getting accepted as a real friend. It all feels like it happened a long time ago. Back then, it was normal for me to be alone, but now it's more normal to be with all my friends. Really, I can't imagine living without Yosuke and everyone else anymore. It's even harder to imagine than a life without TV and snacks.
So, since our bro is coming back, let's put together a plan for Golden Week. I want to do it right, you know? Give him a great welcome and stuff.
Ooh, great idea!
Hey Z, welcome to the stream. How was your day? Yeah, we finished Mitsuru's story. You were getting pissed off at the enemy for taking her shape, and now we're doing Teddy's because again I'm saving Elizabeth for last.
I agree.
I can't wait to hang out with Sensei again.
Cool.
Sensei, I wanted to see you one last time.
As you can see, the story is going so well so far. Oh, I wasn't supposed to be like this. Golden Week with Sensei. I had all kinds of plans, like running through fields of flowers, catching salmon together, and lots of surprises too. What a shame.
I'm done for. My stomach and back are going to stick together. Actually, I think they already are. I'm paper thin.
Oh, lucky me. With my body so thin from starvation, I might be able to slip through the cracks of this cramped box. You are a shadow!
Wow! Hooray for Teddy Power!
I mean, can shadows even starve? I know it. Thanks to my slim figure, I made a graceful escape from my prison. Sure, let's go with that.
Lady Luck loves me! But if she loves me, I wish she hadn't stuck me in a cleaning supply closet.
That's right. I found that out as soon as I escaped. It turns out that the box I was in was the cleaning supply closet I'd seen at school. Well, anyway, I'm happy to be out safe. To be out safe. Yep. When I breathe in deep and flex my muscles, my body poofs out to its original round shape. There's no way anyone. There's no way anyone could do that. You don't think I'm just an ordinary boy like any other. Actually, don't worry about details like that at all. What's important is that I'm free now. Yeah.
So, where am I? If there's a locker.
I can't believe if a combat veteran like me forgot to check my surroundings. There are desks and chairs, lockers and a blackboard, a bulletin board, and
And must be a school! Huh? But why? I thought I entered a TV.
Like I said, this is the world inside the TV. You have to go through a TV to get here from Sensei's world. And depending on what TV you go through, you come out somewhere different than to my world.
Where I usually start out. That's strange. Oh well, I should just hurry on ahead.
I picked up a few things from Naochan, my ace detective friend. The most important thing to know is solving a case. In solving the case are the circumstances and the facts. Just standing around here won't help me find either of those.
Well then, Teddy away!
At least he's proactive.
This makes no sense. There ought to be someone else here. What's going on?
I wander through the weird building in search of a clue, and I'm not finding anything. This building really is bizarre. I don't know much about it, but this place looks like what I remember of Yosuke's school. The thing is, my world changes whenever someone enters it. I know that all too well from the case last year. When someone gets bumped in here, that person's hidden feelings affect the world around them. Does that mean whoever it was goes to the same school as Sensei and Yosuke? Then again, I still don't know if anyone really did get dumped in here or not. I see a little light through the crack in the door of a classroom at the end of the hallway. It reminds me of that naughty nerd show Yosuke watches late at night. God damn it, you guys! Time to sneak a peek.
I'm coming in! Wait, is that a TV? Why is it here?
The classroom ceiling's all weird, and there's a turn-on TV hanging in the corner. It's on, but nothing's showing on it, just static. I get a closer look. I get closer to it when. Oh boy, here we go.
Rivals. They are friends, yet powerful foes. The desperate fighting program amongst high school students. A new legend is about to start.
May the manliest of all men come on down!
Nobody touches his precious Nanako, the sister complex kingpin of steel, Yu Narukami!
It's only natural.
Wage slave in the boonies by day, hero by night, Captain Resentiment, Yosuke Hanamura!
Everything that bores me has gotta go.
A spunky dragon with deadly legs, the carnivore who's discarded womanhood, Chie Satonaka!
You need to eat more meat!
Please escort me to the ring, my prince! The unconquerable Snow Black, Yukiko Amagi!
I'll finish you in one strike!
Blooming roses and bulging muscles, the blood-curdling beefcake emperor, Kanji Tatsumi! Deep into realms of romance, the body of a child, the brain of a genius, the 2000 IQ killjoy detective, Naoto Shirogane!
Is this an army of idiots?
Fight and survive towards the one throne waiting at the end! The P1 Grand Prix where fierce fights will be fought! The battle begins tonight!
P1 Grand Prix? What the heck? Sensei! Yosuke? Chie-chan? Even Yuki-chan? And who was that bear in the funny clothes?
What's going on? When did those guys record this cool commercial? There was someone like me on it too, but it wasn't me. Those taglines were pretty funky, but it's not the biggest problem. Who's this General Teddy? I don't remember making this video, but it looks exactly like me. Exactly?
Exactly like me. Could it be my shadow? Did it spill out again just like last year?
That still doesn't make sense. I'm positive I would have noticed if my shadow came back out again. Moving on. So, he's a no-good faker out to cash in on my popularity. How dare you impersonate me and mess with everyone with that neat-looking tournament? I'm going to sue for copyright infringement. A violation and of my image rights can't be tolerated. I was joking. I made a joke.
Looks like I'll have to punish this barefaced liar and win the P1 Grand Prix. No one can stop me!
I'm just going to pretend he didn't say a pun there.
Sometimes I'm a beautiful girl, at others I'm a miraculously handsome boy. I am the alluring, fluffy prince, Teddy.
Teddy gender fluid confirmed?
Time to jump in on this P1 Grand Prix.
Ow! Ow!
What's with these invisible walls? It's no fair that I keep squashing my nose into things I can't see.
Curse you, game developers! I promise I'm not going to make that joke much more. Ever since I left the classroom, I keep running into invisible walls everywhere. My head is all lumpy now. Who put these things in the middle of the hall? I'm having a hard time getting through them. I stamp my feet in frustration, and then hear a strange voice calling from behind.
You there, round thing. What's all this fuss about?
Hi, totally innocent human girl. When I turned around, I was greeted with the sight of a cutie pie with adorable eyes. Her hands were resting on her thin hips. Her gaze was like an arrow into my heart.
Ooh, what a pretty stranger. Do you have some business with me?
Well, yeah, of course I do. Looks like you can at least talk, though. Anyway, I'm gonna need you to stop all this horseplay at once. You're hosting this event, right?
Sheesh, how rude. That's just a huge misunderstanding, baby.
Please stop, Teddy. Just please stop.
That Teddy's pretending to be me. Can't you tell how much better my coat of fur is?
You two look exactly the same.
Pretending? You seriously think a lame excuse like that is gonna fly? What if other students got hurt in this crap? You didn't even run it by the student council.
Yeah, she doesn't believe me? Well, it's a hard sell, you know. Can't you tell the difference between such an adorably genuine article and a cheap fake? My teddy fur has truly lost its sheen. See, who is this girl? She's got this weird way of talking and, oops, it's starting to brush off on me.
Like I keep saying, you've got it all wrong. Who are you anyway? Normal people shouldn't be here.
Who am I? I'm this school's student council president. Why wouldn't I be here?
President? Those clothes are the same ones that Chie-chan and the girls wear. So, cutie pie, are you a VIP at the school sensei and the others go to?
Well, just being president don't make me anything special. The students picked me, so I gotta work to repay the favor, right?
In fairness, Teddy, it's all a case of whipping off the hat and ditching the cigar, and it looks just like you. Yep.
And stopping this craziness is part of that.
My, how modest. A pretty girl chosen by her peers who works her fingers to the bone for the common people. She's a goddess. I just met the goddess. No. Igus is the one with the goddess persona. Labrys's persona is a princess. I mean, totally not Labrys, guys. Totally not Labrys. How moving. I don't care who she is anymore. I'm going to support whatever Miss President does all the way. If she wants to stop this mess, then I'll roll up my sleeves and get to work.
Miss President, I'll follow wherever you go.
Whoa, what's the deal? What's this all of a sudden?
This is Teddy in the nutshell. This is Teddy in a nutshell, girl. Get used to it.
Sorry, but it's been decided. From here on, Miss President, I will protect you.
Your opinion on this matter doesn't matter at all.
If you're a princess, then I shall be your loyal knight.
I mean, technically she is.
My knight? But ain't you the one who caused all of this to begin with?
I keep telling you, it wasn't me. I'll save the princess from the evil imposter, and at the end, a kiss.
Is it too late to exchange this model?
There you are, Labrys.
What? Whoa, who said that? Oh, hi, Akihiko. Meeting the P4 crew the P3 crew already? When I turn around, I see a weird red cape guy standing there staring at Miss President and me. When did he show up?
Who's this weird-looking guy in a cape?
What gives you the right to call me weird looking? You seem pretty suspicious yourself.
Big fuzzy perpetual hornball. Yep, that's Teddy in a nutshell.
How rude! I could turn that back on you. All half naked with only a cape on? It's you who's suspicious.
What a rude dude. How dare you insult a knight like me? I get it now. This red cake guy is the one who made this weird school in the TV and dragged us into this. How the hell do you draw that conclusion? That must be it.
Mind that. You there. You must be Labrys. I'm Akihiko Sanada, and I've come to retrieve you. I'm sure you'll understand if I say that I'm working with Kiricho. And you, in the bizarre costume, are you the one who stole her?
Labrys? Kirijo.
Huh? What's he talking about? Is Labrys Miss President's name? Stole? Wait, stole? Why would I do that? This could be the Aki whatever. Could this Aki whatever guy be the kidnapper? How do you draw that conclusion? This is a big deal. Holy moly. The red cake guy looks mean, but I'm the president's knight. I gotta protect her.
President, he looks dangerous. Stay back.
Huh. So you're gonna fight back. You've got guts.
I won't let a half-naked kidnapper steal away Miss President.
Kidnapper? Actually, before we go any further with this, you should take off that ridiculous costume.
So you don't deny that you're half-naked? You're seriously suspicious, Buster. Plus, we've just met and you're asking me to strip? Are you in league with Kanji?
'Cause we gotta bring that joke.
Yes, that certain look you have. I definitely sense some similarities.
I mean, they're both muscular and have white hair, but that's kind of where the similarities end.
What are you raving about? Look, if you're gonna get in my way, I'm not gonna show any mercy.
Oh wait, and their personas are both electric based. The moment my gaze meets the red cake guys, my animal instinct goes wild and warns me of danger. This guy must be really strong. But still...
I'm Miss President's knight now. I can't let you beat me.
I admire your determination, at least. What are you, anyway?
Me? I'm a bear!
I've crossed paths with them many a time. Bears are very mysterious animals.
You mean you're actually buying that?
Though none of the ones I've ever met can talk like you or have such strangely colored fur.
Also, apparently Akihiko's dual bears.
Oh, God! Those are real bears in the forest. What kind of life do you lead? Wait, before that, are you saying I'm not a real bear?
I don't need a lecture on my lifestyle from a freak in a costume. Enough with all the talking. Come at me.
When the red cape guy breathes out, oh man. That silhouette behind him. Can this guy use a persona? Now I'm really confused as about who he is.
What's that? Never fear, Miss President. I'll stay true to my word and protect you.
I push the scared Miss President behind my adorable back and glare at the red cape guy. I don't know who he is, but it's time for me to step up to the plate and show I can do it. It's gonna be a real bull when he and Morgana me, won't it?
I had a feeling you wouldn't be fazed to see a persona. All right. This is the P1 Grand Prix, right? You want to see it that bad? I'll show you what it means to be the manliest of all men.
That sounds like something Kanji would say. I don't like this. Is there any way I can turn down your kind offer?
Really? You gotta bring back that joke a second time?
There's no need to be modest. If you're gonna claim to be a bear, show me your wild side. Here we go.
Okay, I'm going to take a quick bio break. So give me a sec, everyone. All right, I'm back. I also put on a thinner jacket because I was feeling hotter than the one I was wearing.
Finally. Fight.
There we go. I suck at Teddy because he's a wild card. How did I do that? How?
Holy moly, I won! I won! Did you see that, Miss President?
I know, I'm just as surprised as you! I did it, and I did my best! I put up with that suspicious guy's punches and kicks and beat the stuffing out of the bad guy. I never knew I could do things. I never knew I could do things for myself. And now my reward. The knight gets a kiss from his princess. Please stop. It's Teddy. He won't stop. Huh? Miss President looks all sad for some reason. How thoughtless. Her knight's waiting.
What's wrong, Miss President? Come on. Favor your knight with a kiss.
You know, historically, no knight would get a kiss from a princess, right?
Lapras.
That's what Red Cake Guy called her. Labby. Could Miss President be a foreigner? You could say that. Ooh, that would make her just like me in a way.
Huh? What's going on? Why is there another one?
The TV attached to the ceiling turns on, and what the? Is that fake? It's that fake Teddy again.
What's going on here? I thought I disposed of that filthy bear costume.
Jesus.
call the adorable real Teddy filthy, you faker! Very sneaky, trying to capitalize on my popularity. I'll rip off that bear hide in no time. Huh. It's too troublesome to have you running around. I need to figure out how to deal with you.
Grr, who in the world is he? I'm really mad. Now, how can he treat me like that? I'm a mighty angry bear right now.
That general really ain't you, huh?
That's right. That imposter is using my name to play tricks on everyone. Sensei and Yosuke are my best friends. He's not getting away with this.
Now that I think about it, this might be good. This might be good for me. I wasn't expecting this, but thanks to the fake Teddy, I think Miss President believes me now.
Miss President, you're not still doubting me, are you?
Nah. After what I saw just now, I'm willing to believe that ain't you. Gotta say, I wasn't expecting to see someone else who looks just like you.
You're telling me?
So, you really were gonna try and protect me, huh? Thanks for that.
Whoa! Could this be my chance? I know this part. In dramas, Miss President would slowly close her eyes, and we would have a sweet kiss. Are you ever not horny?
But what's the fake you trying to pull here? Is it all just a big prank on your friends?
Huh? The subject's changed already? Why is Miss President such a tease? But now that she mentions it, she's right. What could that fake want?
If that's the case, he must be after my fame, seeing as how I'm a national idol.
No, nothing wrong with Teddy's ego, no siree.
Nah, that's impossible.
What?
Ouch. How cruel, how humiliating. He brushed me off like a piece of lint.
Guess we'll just have to go ask the fake you what his deal is, face to face. Come on, we should get going.
Wait a sec. Did you just say we? I can go with you?
Well, someone has to do the fighting right now.
You're my knight, ain't ya? Then we ought to stick together.
Oh! A cute girl asking me to stick with her. Or is she asking me to be her companion for life? Moving on. So, Sensei, Yosuke, this is a big deal. This spring, Teddy finally ascends to adulthood. Good God, are you ever not horny? It's Teddy. He's never not horny. I'll jump up to the top of the ladder all the way.
Ma'am, I shall jump into fires and battle shadows for you, Miss President. I'd stake my life to protect you.
Now you're getting goofy. We're just gonna go warn that fake Teddy is all.
That's fine. I'm still your knight, for a knight must protect his princess.
But there was something I didn't know as I took go off after Miss President. I didn't think I would have to sacrifice myself for real to protect her. Nope, you made that bed. You lie on it. Me and a cute girl walking down a hallway side by side. Ah, how nice to be in the middle. How nice to be in the middle of a date. I mean, if you have a very loose definition of a date, sure. The purpose of a date is, I just realized something very important.
By the way, Miss President, where are we headed?
Well, I'm thinking of trying the announcement room first.
What's an announcement room? And how do you know that darn imposter will be there?
Remember how that general guy showed up on TV? The only place in the school you could broadcast from like that is the announcement room.
Oh.
Miss President really is amazing. She's so smart. I wonder who's smarter, Sensei or her?
Wait, I wanted to ask you something. What was that thing you let out during the fight?
I let something out? Was it my potent pheromones?
God damn it, Teddy!
No. It was like this weird thing I saw behind you.
Oh, are you talking about my persona?
Persona?
Huh? You can't use a persona, Miss President? Then how did you get inside the TV?
TV? I don't know what you're talking about, but normal people don't have crazy powers like that.
Don't tell me. Did someone drop you in here? Are you a victim?
Dropped? Victim?
Oh my, so that's what happened. Miss President is another victim. But she doesn't know she was dropped in, so she thinks she's in a normal school. So she's trying to stop the P1 Grand Prix. Now this is serious. It's like last year's case all over again. I gotta do everything I can to get Miss President back to her world. But I don't know where the exit is, so I can't help her just yet.
It's all right, Miss President. I'm sure none of this makes sense to you now, but it'll all work out. I'll get you back to the real world. Just leave it to me.
I just want to stop whoever it is that's causing all the commotion here at school.
That'll be no problem either. You're just confused right now. Either way, that fake Teddy needs to be brought to justice. If we wander around, we might find the exit too. 2 birds with 1 stone.
My God, he surprisingly makes sense.
The exit, huh? Well, okay. If we don't get moving, we might be attacked again.
Like that half-naked Mr. Red Cape? He was obviously some kind of pervert.
Pot meets kettle.
He was calling you lovely or something. Is that your real name?
Or rather, that should be kettle meets pot. Pot calling the kettle black. My bad, I screwed up the joke. Oh no, what's wrong? Miss President suddenly crouched down. Is something wrong? Does she not feel okay?
Oh no! Are you alright, Miss President?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just felt a little dizzy.
Miss President gets back up and starts walking, but she's still staggering a little. What could that be about? I just said the name of that red. I just said that name that red cake guy mentioned. In any case, we gotta hurry and get to the announcement room. If that fake Teddy is behind this P1 Grand Prix thing, he must have dropped Miss President in here. To get Miss President back out, I gotta go face to face with the faker and give him a piece of my mind. Ow! That hurt.
Ow. My unstoppable nose met an immovable object.
Then it wasn't an unstoppable nose.
Sheesh! Another invisible wall? What's up with these things?
Game design. I couldn't help but fall on my behind. This is another one of the faker's tricks. Seriously, what a mean thing to do.
What are you doing, falling over like that?
Huh?
Miss President walks right by me on the ground and looks back at me. Huh? There should be an invisible wall there. What's going on?
Miss President, didn't you feel anything? There was an invisible wall.
Invisible wall? There's nothing here.
What in the world?
I tried going through one more time, but it's no use. Miss President looks astonished and starts to pull on me. Wait!
Miss President, I don't think this is working! I'm gonna die! I'm not dying to know what it's like to be crushed to death! Oh no! I didn't mean that as a joke!
Sheesh, what's going on? This doesn't make any sense at all.
I barely escaped death.
Really? Really?
Gosh, you're strong, Miss President. It reminds me of the time I got stuck under a shutter during a fire drill at Juness.
I'm sorry, you what?
You get so passionate about things when I'm involved.
Moving on.
Looks like we'll just have to find somewhere you can walk through. No use complaining about what we can't fix.
Such dedicated ignoring skills, just like Yuki-chan.
Awkward. Miss President is a rare beauty, sure, but when I'm with the investigation team, someone always pipes up no matter how good my jokes are. That's how I hone my skills as a comedian, you know? Though it ain't like I'm a pro comedian or nothing, clearly. Her accent rubbing off again. Anyway, I'm just trying to say that I'm lonely without everyone here. If I keep thinking about it, I'll make myself sad. I pull myself together and look for somewhere else I can go through, but...
Huh? That's odd. There are invisible walls everywhere and I can't find a way out.
Did you hit a dead end? Try looking around some more.
Let's see here. Front, right, left, up, up. There's no way I can go that way, or down either. I'm a bear, not a mole. On top of that, there's an invisible wall right behind me on the path I just took. Am I trapped?
Huh? Is someone coming?
That's...
Just as Miss President said, someone is coming from up ahead, just around the hallway corner. A white, fluffy coat, long, flowing hair, beautiful, slender legs. This...
Oh my! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a celebrity special guest! That awesome fur, that amazingly slender body, that luscious form-fitting attire.
This is going to be painful to get through.
My babe sensors are off the charts!
Can you guys tell Teddy's not particularly my favorite character?
I finally sensed another's presence, and this is what I'm met with? Actually, what are you?
She's even got a good sense of humor. I'm a bear, obviously. A teddy bear.
I twirl around in place. See how elegant? Only I could do that. But the lady crinkles her brow and cocks her head. Same, Mitsuru, same. And I gotta deal with this guy for the next, 2+ hours. She's awfully shy for someone so pretty.
A teddy bear? Or some kind of bear, at least? Well, I'm willing to take you at your word. Really, the only bear-like thing about you is your ears.
Oh, don't sweat the small details. What's important is how adorably sexy I am.
Sure, let's go with that.
I'll table that statement for now. The main point, as far as I can tell, is that you are the one calling himself the general in this tournament, yes?
Not that again. She may be a beautiful babe, but she has a lot to learn about aesthetics. Yes, a straight-A student like Mitsuru, or rather, someone who was a straight-A student, needs to learn aesthetics. A faker like him is like chalk and cheese compared to my beautiful coat of fur.
No! If you take a closer look, I'm totally different. Look here, or here. That other guy's an imposter. It really burns my fur to see such a cheap knockoff fool everyone.
It's not me, it's my evil twin. Quite a novel excuse.
No, I'm not making excuses. Look closer at my fur here. See?
I don't see any difference at all.
on toast, how mean. She has no critical eye. Wait, huh? Is the pretty lady glaring at Miss President? They just met. Why are things so weird between them? How could I have not noticed? At this rate, there will be a fight between a beautiful lady and a cute girl over a little old me. This is going to be a long playthrough.
Whoa! Wait a second, miss! It's true that Miss President is cute, but you're charming too. Magical, even.
You must be Labrys.
Even this lady's ignoring me?
What is this madness? Everyone I meet today is way too good at ignoring me. In fact, the two lovelies are ignoring me right now to continue their conversation.
What are you talking about? That ain't my name.
Then tell me what your name is. I am Mitsuru Kirijo, and I belong to the Kirijo group.
Kirijo? My name...
Are your memories murky? Then will it help you remember if I tell you that your official name is...
No! I don't want to hear it!
Hold it right there!
What?
No matter how pretty this lady is, I can't let her do this. Not that I really get what's going on, but I can tell Miss President doesn't like it one bit. And forcing someone to hear something they don't like is downright ugly. Really? Because you force people to listen to you all the time.
I don't know what you're up to, but it's clear Miss President doesn't like it.
I mean, I don't hate Teddy, but good God, he's a lot to deal with.
And although I don't get what's going on, you should think more how she feels.
Teddy.
I mean, I kind of agree with him on that. That was awesome. That pretty lady will break down in tears over her mistake, and I'll be the one there to console her. Just a little over an hour more.
You have a valid point. But if she is Labrys, she could endanger more people if I leave her as is. I can't waste any time.
Huh? I wasn't expecting that.
Huh? The monitor's suddenly on.
Huh? I was trying to decide how to deal with you, but it looks like the troublemakers are bickering amongst themselves. Which is perfect timing to add a little intermission bout to the Grand Prix, where you kill each other.
Okay, I was just checking and just pushed to stage 4.
There you are, fake Teddy. There now. You wanted to have fun, right? Then, beat up that lady there, just like you did with the guy in the red cape.
God, how dare he shoot his mouth off like that? I was about to get angry again, but as soon as the fake Teddy mentioned the guy in the red cape, the pretty lady's eyebrow twitched. I definitely didn't miss that. Could it be?
Miss, don't tell me that red-caped pervert is a friend of yours. Are you a kidnapper too?
Again, pot kettle.
Do you mean Akihiko? That's a rather harsh way to describe him. But are you saying you defeated him? You must be more skilled than your ludicrous appearance lets on.
Miss, I'm starting to get the feeling that you're a bad guy. How cruel. You toyed with my innocence.
What innocence?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I cannot remain confined like this. If you intend to resist, I will show no mercy.
Ooh, looks like the P1 Grand Prix intruder and a false Teddy interfering with the tournament are gearing up for a brawl over here. It looks pretty interesting, so we're gonna show our viewers this fight too. Who will come out on top?
Huh? That's Rise-chan's voice. But where is she watching from?
Come on, if you don't concentrate, you'll get knocked right out. We made sure to leave you out of this, and you still came wandering back in. So you'd better at least put up a good fight. Ready? Set?
Whoa! Why won't Rise-chan listen to me? Instead of clearing up the misunderstanding, Rise-chan made it worse. Now the pretty lady's more pumped up. I can smell it.
None of this makes any sense. sense. But I'm still Miss President's knight. I can't let it end like this. I'll give this fight everything I've got.
Rather than listening to reason, you'll stay loyal. C'est magnifique. An enemy you may be, but I admire your determination. Now, come.
Finally! Fight!
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Clearly erred in my estimation of his strength. He was just as powerful as a real bear.
That was so freaking scary. I never want to fight this lady again.
I mean, reasonable choice. I knew that every rose has its thorns, but she was covered in them. What a scary lady. She's out cold on the floor, and I'm still freaking out.
The intruder lost? I guess that means the general's still strong, even if he's an imposter.
My, you did well for yourself. I guess even a fake general is pretty strong.
Oh man, even your jokes are funny, General. Alrighty then, everyone. Keep your eyes peeled for the next match.
That's it! I've had it with that faker. I'm so jealous that he gets to have Rise-chan joke around with him. Usually, Yusuke no sells my jokes, and Rise-chan hardly ever responds to them. That's not the only thing about Rise-chan. If she just used her persona to look around, she would easily be able to tell that the teddy next to her isn't the adorable genuine article. So why are they so friendly and... Why is Rise-chan talking to us over that PA system thingy? Usually Rise-chan just sends her voice directly into our heads.
Seems strange.
Out of the corner of my eye, I see Ms. President come out. I see Ms. President come out from behind the invisible wall where she had taken cover during the battle.
Okay to come out now? That looked like one hell of a fight.
My lovely Miss President. It's all right now. I totally won the battle. Even an unsurpassed beauty like her is no match for Teddy.
This isn't good. The pretty lady looks like she's about to wake up. I beat her a second ago, but I get the feeling that I'd be creamed in a rematch. To be honest, Teddy, you won in a fluke. There's no way in hell you would have been able to beat Mitsuru otherwise. In which case...
President, I say we ditch this joint.
Huh? What? We're just gonna run from... Whoa!
There's no time to explain. I grab Miss President's hand, and then away we go. Then again, running away because I'm scared there's no way for a knight to behave, so I can't tell her that. I make a full throttle dash down the hallway. But then I realized something. Wasn't there an invisible wall blocking my way earlier? Am I going to slam into it again, and so the pretty lady catches up to get her revenge? That sounds scary, as scary as it is painful. But I don't want to wait here for her to recover.
Let this work.
I squeezed my eyes shut and ran on through. This is another reason why Teddy isn't my favorite character, the constant squeaking of his run. It didn't hurt. What a nice surprise. My furry feet like me skip across the path that was blocked before. What could this mean?
Wait, Labrys.
The executioner's got it!
That kind of works, considering Mitsuru used to call her punishments executions. It's good that I can pass this through, but on the other hand, that means then she can too. Feet, don't fail me now! Wait a second. Halfway down the hall, around where I got stuck, the executioner lady hit something in midair, just like I did. She doesn't come any closer to us than that. Did she get stuck on an invisible wall? But why? I didn't get stuck this time, right? Well, fine with me. It's important that we got away from the scary lady. Gotta keep going. Yeah, you better run.
What a disaster! Now there are adults here who don't even go to this school. I don't need this headache. Not only can't I stop this madness, all this stuff about personas is making an even bigger mess. What am I supposed to do?
It's true that there are still a lot of unanswered questions. Miss President was probably dropped into a TV, so of course she wouldn't know about personas and stuff. But what about the red cape guy I met first and the brunette bombshell? Who are they? And what's this Labrys thing? Is that Miss President's name? It sounds pretty foreign. She didn't seem like she liked being called that. Well, anyway, if a cutie like her is worried, then it's time for her not to step up. I gotta do something to help.
It's okay. There's no need to be scared, Miss President. Things look rough right now, but I'm sure everything will work out in the end.
You're a real glass half full guy. Where do you get all that confidence?
Mostly stupidity.
Nothing's going right. I mean, you've been dragged into this too.
I'm just here because I want to be with you. You're trying too hard to do everything on your own. You need to think of me as a friend and let me do some of the work.
A friend?
That's right. No matter how hard she tries to solve it, she can't do enough on her own. We only solved last year's case because we had everyone working together. It's the same right now. Rise-chan is acting weird, and everyone else is fooled by that fake Teddy. But if I get to explain things in person, I'm sure they'll believe me. Miss President's worries will melt away too when she meets the gang. At least I think so. But
I haven't met any of my friends so far, have we? Sensei, Yosuke, hello.
as I call out to them, hoping someone will hear me, I hear a cute laugh from behind me. Oh, did that tickle Miss President's fancy?
Thanks. I'm glad you're with me.
Huh? What did you say? That I'm super reliable and amazing in a pinch?
No, she did not say that.
I didn't say that at all.
That I'm such a handsome boy you get flustered just by looking at me?
She didn't say that either! Can you stop the horny for 1 minute?
That ain't what I said either.
This is what I was hoping for. The bliss of someone taking digs at my jokes. Things are looking up for me. I feel like my sweet life as newlyweds with Miss President will be a smashing success. Only an hour to go!
Miss President!
Just as I'm about to mix a kiss out of Miss President to seal the deal, I see a crowd outside the window. Could someone besides me be fighting it out too? Oh yeah, that P1 Grand Prix thing is still going on. That means...
That's Chie-chan and Yuki-chan!
I rush over to the window to see myself with my... to see for myself with my big teddy bear eyes. Yep, that's Chie-chan and Yuki-chan, all right. Huh? If they're in the Grand Prix, were they going along with the fake Teddy's plan from the beginning? Was I the only one left out of the loop? That can't be.
Isn't there something weird here? You were all signed up for this tournament, right?
Well, I was left out of the loop, but I think they're having fun.
I don't know. Those two look so sad to me.
Now that she mentions it, Chie-chan and Yuki-chan both look like they'd rather be doing something else. I get the feeling watching them that they hope it ends soon. But never mind that. Both of them just brought out their personas like bam. If they go that far, it's not fun and games anymore. Someone's gonna get hurt.
This doesn't make any sense. Isn't the P1 Grand Prix good, clean fun for all? The Culture Festival and the booths at the shrine were more fun than this. This is wrong. Why is it like this?
First I get beat up by the red cape guy, then almost executed by that lady. It's also scary. But everyone been going up against friends? Looking at Chie-chan and Yuki-chan's faces, they seem like they're being forced to do this. They're not happy about it at all. If I had to do something like that, just thinking about it makes me hurt inside. It makes me want to cry.
Festivals are fun, huh?
That's right. Didn't you take part in the Culture Festival? I entered the cross-dressing pageant and totally won the whole thing.
Really? That happened?
Why did Miss President look away? Did she not have fun at the Culture Festival? Maybe she didn't go to the festival at the shrine? Why did she look so sad? It must be because of this miserable event. And that gives me an idea.
That's enough! This is one sorry excuse for a festival. We must hurry to the announcement room, defeat the fake Teddy, and put an end to this tournament. Come on, Miss President, cheer up! Left, right, left, and trot!
What's that supposed to mean? You're right, though. I'm the student council president of this school. This ain't no time for me to mope. All right, then? Let's get moving.
Yeah!
I pump my paw energetically in response. We're gonna put an end to this Grand Prix right now. God damn it. I finally decided to go to the announcement room. Oh, come on. But everywhere I go, the invisible walls keep getting in my way. And on top of that, I'm trapped again. I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? Oh, what am I supposed to do? But I think I've kind of figured something out. Maybe these invisible walls are leading us to somewhere. I take a more careful look, and aha! Just as I thought. The way ahead and the back are blocked, but to the side of me is a classroom door.
Can't go anywhere else, then that means aha!
When I take the door, When I take hold of the door and pull it aside, it opens with a beautiful sound. It looks like I had nowhere to go because I was supposed to go into the classroom. I'm a genius. I mean, sure, if you have a very broad definition of genius.
Come on, Miss President! Charge!
No matter what obstacles await inside this classroom, I, Teddy, shall protect Miss President. For that, it is a knight's duty. Someone is inside, and that someone is... the whole P3 gang!
Whoa! I've discovered a beautiful girl!
Don't make me pull up the Shrek meme. I will.
I sense love in the air. I want to be your knight.
Go to horny jail.
I thought you were my knight.
A hint of jealousy in Miss President's voice. But so what if the new girl looks a little odd? She's still a beautiful girl and therefore deserves a knight's protection, right? Just as I'm about to make an excuse, the pretty girl looks at Miss President with surprise.
I recognize you. You're the host. Or are you? And her? Is she? This feeling, it must be...
What is going on here? Miss President and the new girl look like they're communicating with their eyes. And Miss President seems pained again.
Miss President, are you okay?
What was that just now? You're... my sister, correct?
What?
Sister? Am I hearing this right? Does that mean the strange, beautiful girl is sisters with Miss President? What a lovely pair they make. Bad Teddy.
I am Aegis. I've come for you. What? Are you gonna take me away somewhere? As I thought. You've met Akihiko-san and Mitsuru-san.
Wait, are you with those people we met earlier?
Miss President!
Whoa! Miss President hides behind me. She's depending on me. Now I feel like a knight. But what's the problem with the girl coming to get her sister? And why is she so scared? Is her sister someone bad? She does look strange. What should I do? Again, hot kettle. Okay, I'm a knight, so I need to be direct and, well, I'm kind of scared, so I'll be polite about it. So you have a sister. Looks like things are looking up for Teddy. Both girls look at him, then each other, then punt him into a low orbit.
I think you should stop what you're doing. You're scaring Miss President.
You...
Eep! She really is totally freaky. What's with that gigantic gun? Is that what they call a battling gun? A Gatling gun, but close enough, I guess. I've only seen it attached to this helicopter thing in a movie I watched with Yosuke's dad at their place.
Now wait a second here. It's dangerous pointing that stuff at people.
It seems we can understand each other. Release my sister at once. I am told that you are not the host, but your readings are extremely close to a shadow's. What do you intend to do with my sister?
I mean, he's round enough to be mistaken for a football, a really big football, but still.
Shadow? What's...
Sorry, Shadow, what's that? The sister's words and Miss President's shocked voice get me right in the heart. It's true, I'm different from Sensei and the others, and even Miss President. I didn't mention that to her yet.
President, shadows are the dark parts of people that they don't want to admit. They're the selfish parts of a person that they don't want anyone to see, or pretended not to notice because they were so nasty.
Pretending not to notice.
I turned towards the beautiful new girl called Aiga-chan, or Ai-chan as I'll call her. I have to at least tell her this. I've never been human, and I never will be. But she needs to know that I was able to change because of the friends I made.
Shadow, it's true. But I'm no ordinary shadow. I can talk. And Sensei and Yosuke are my...
Sheesh, enough blabbering! Make with the fighting already! It's no use trying to explain yourself. It doesn't make you less of a shadow.
How cruel. What a thing to say, Rise-chan.
That just slipped out, but she really was being mean. Did Rise-chan always have such a sharp tongue? Well, maybe she did, but that's not the point. She would say some harsh things, but I don't think she ever said anything that really hurt me like that. Now's not the time to fret about how Rise-chan's changed. Why is Ai-chan glaring at me? Is this some kind of stare down? I don't think she has much of a sense of humor.
Shadows are the enemy.
Huh? Can I call a timeout? Do I really have to fight against the scary younger sister?
She really is scary. Sensei, Yosuke, save me. But they're not here right now. I have no choice. I'll have to do this and brace myself for an honorable death. Whether it's a tank or a helicopter, bring it on.
Let a shadow do as it pleases with my sister. I am the 7th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Aegis. Here I come.
Okay, I'm going to save and take a break, and I'll extend the stream I'll extend the stream for how long I've been gone. And give me a sec, everyone. All right, I'm back, and it looks like I've been gone 22 minutes. Seriously? I don't know if I can hold hold it for that long, but come on. All right, I'm not tapped into the game.
Finally! Fight!
I've had enough of this!
Light damage. System error. Damage. Severe impact. Damage. Motor system severe impact. They turn Athena. Will they go for the kill? Damage. Light damage. Go.
Ow!
All right, it's over. Time to leave. It's strong.
Ai-chan falls to her knees as Rise-chan squeals with delight.
Good job, Teddy! Well done!
He's got a point there. He really is no ordinary shadow. Why, he's almost as handsome as I am. We're looking forward to seeing you play an active role from here on out. Adieu!
This isn't right. This is definitely not a festival. It's not fun at all. It's not fun at all, and it doesn't and have that feeling of hanging out with everyone. I want to complain, but the monitor is already off, and I don't know what to say anyway. I may have hurt Aichan too. I'm going in circles in my head. What Aichan said, what Rise-chan said, is it unnatural for a shadow like me to be with everyone?
President, it's okay now. I won.
Ever since Miss President met Aichan, she's been acting weird. But telling her it's okay seems weird too. It's like I'm reassuring myself and not Miss President.
I won't let you go. I won't let a shadow take my sister.
Aichan must really like Miss President. I don't know anything about Aichan, and she doesn't know anything about me. So to her, I'm just an ordinary shadow. I'm Miss President's knight, but she doesn't know that. But she doesn't know about that. I can't blame Aichan for thinking that about me.
Sorry, but I still want to protect Miss President. Sure, I'm a shadow, but I'll try my best to help you understand one day too.
Protect?
Aichan's harsh expression lightens with surprise. It seems like she understands a little better now. Did I get through to her at least a little? Then it's time to tell her more.
To tell the truth, I didn't want to fight you, Aichan.
Aichan?
Your name is Aigis-chan, right? If I shorten it, it'll be Aichan.
It's been a while since I've been called by that nickname. How strange. You are a shadow, but I can sense kindness in your words. Can I trust you when you say you do not intend to hurt my sister?
Of course!
Yeah, even though I'm a shadow, I'd never hurt anyone. I'll put a stop to this Grand Prix. Just watch me.
Move on, Miss President!
Oh, okay.
I take Miss President, who finally seems cheered up, who finally seems, I guess, to have cheered up a little, and leave the classroom. Aichan doesn't say anything and doesn't come after us. She probably understood, right? Yeah, that must be it. Off we go, marching towards the announcement room. We go on for a little while, but Miss President suddenly stops. I turn around to ask what's up, and I see a troubled look on her face. I lead her into a nearby room so she can take a break, and I wait there while she searches for the right words to break the ice. Finally, she speaks up.
Hey, what are you really? You're not just an ordinary person in a costume? She said something about a shadow.
Yeah, I knew this was coming. I'm ready for it. And nod enthusiastically to Miss President.
It's all true! I won't look away from what I am!
Isn't it hard accepting something like that?
Well, even if I didn't, that wouldn't change anything. Yep, I'm not human. It's a little sad to admit that, though.
Phew, I decided during last year's case that I'd never hide my eyes from things, but that can be kind of painful in practice. Excuse me? I'm not human. I'm different from everyone else, but...
I was just an ordinary shadow back then, and there was nothing underneath my fur. But after I met everyone, I changed. I grew something inside me.
Inside you?
Here, Miss President, take a good look. Surprised? Hello, my honey.
How does he get even worse when he takes off the costume? I take off my head and show her the rosy-cheeked, beautiful boy within. As I expected, Ms. President stares goggle-eyed.
Whoa! How'd you get inside there? And you look pretty human to me.
Yep, I became a man of substance.
But
Do you have a question?
there really was nothing in there in the beginning? Does that mean you were an empty costume walking around?
No. Oh, the painful memories.
Empty, that's right. I was empty. It's all true, but hearing it now gets me down in the dumps for some reason. Maybe what I gained this past year was just that good for me.
Don't be so sad. You do look weird, but I believe you.
Aw, you're such a nice girl, Miss President. Anyway, just trust me on this. I will always be your friend. You, Sensei, Yosuke, I really like all of you guys. I don't want anything to happen to any of you.
Sensei and Yosuke, huh? You must have really got along famously with them. It's so strange. You're not human, but you have human friends. And you're trying to protect humans?
Whether I'm a bear, a shadow, or a beautiful boy, everyone says they like me.
Debatable, but moving on.
I like everyone. So what does it matter?
Even if you're not like the others?
Not like the others? But that's not a bad thing at all. I get ready to answer her with a big smile.
Then, there's only one Teddy, and I'm the best there is at being me.
I still don't really understand. I can't be so optimistic like you.
I thought it was a pretty good line. What doesn't she understand about it? She's looking at the floor again, all quiet.
Miss President, what's the matter? Do you like the fluffy me better?
Miss President just shakes her head ambiguously and doesn't answer. Is she so surprised by my pretty face that she's embarrassed now? A knight that protects a princess should be cool, but I'm the best because I'm willing to be a clown too. I put on my head and boom, back into my original adorable look.
Miss President?
Miss President finally turns my way. My heart starts pounding a bit, seeing that she's about to start crying, but I give her my best smile. Miss President giggles a little at that. Cute girls like her look best when they're smiling.
Let's hurry and put an end to this so we can go have fun together.
Fun?
Sure. I'll introduce you to my friends, too. There's a guy who's a total disappointment when he opens his mouth, and a meat-loving lady.
You know, you can't just describe yourself when you're talking about someone.
There's even this total knockout who was away in the city coming back to visit. Lucky you.
Oh, I'm getting all excited now. If we solve this fast, it'll still be Golden Week, so we'll have tons of time left for fun. Working? Shift hours? What are those? Are they tasty? Rawr, I'm starting to get fired up. Just when I was ready and barren to go, I hear something. Moving on. I knew it would be that fake Teddy again. How dare he clap like it's no big deal. That awful smirk on my adorable mouth just makes me madder.
You're a great help in getting rid of those troublemakers. Looks like even a bear can be useful in the hands of a clever man.
Troublemakers? Who's he talking about?
There were 3 people here that we weren't expecting. You don't need to know the details. They had no place here at a school anyway. Everything's so much better now that they're gone.
What a mean thing to say. His shallow fake cuteness can't cover up how terrible that was.
I accept you as an official challenger in the P1 Grand Prix! I don't need no acceptance! Your Grand Prix thing isn't fun at all. You obviously don't understand what a festival is supposed to be like.
People are supposed to have fun at festivals. All this talk about them having no play is here out of school. Who does he think he is? What's even more annoying is that the fake Ted, he doesn't even care how mad I am. He just keeps talking.
Jumping to conclusions, though. Whoever said the Grand Prix was supposed to be fun? I need to see you suffer too. Now, bring out the next opponent!
Suddenly, a big cloud of smoke comes up. I can't see anything, not even the nose in front of my face. When it clears up a little, what I see is a thin young person in a uniform. Ooh, I know who that is.
Now-chan!
Whee! Good lord. The ace detective.
President, Now-chan is a friend of mine.
Miss President must be nervous, getting chased by a bunch of strangers. I gotta let her know Now-chan and is a great guy who's on her side. Oh, except Now-chan's not a guy. She's a pretty girl. How could I make a mix-up like that?
Now-chan! Did you finish up your work and make it back in time? Jeez, in that case, you should have told...
Why did Now-chan take a step back? Normally she'd open her arms and say, "Come get me, big boy." Well, maybe not, but she'd be happier to see me than this. I mean, points for coming out as honest.
That's quite an amazing shift in appearance. So much so that I'm disappointed in you.
Now-chan? It's me, Teddy.
Something seems scary about her. Is she exhausted from work? So I say hi to her like normal, but that seems like it just puts her in a worse mood. I've never seen her look so grim.
I thought that your prank was harmless fun, but you were a shadow through and through.
A shadow? It's because I'm a shadow? That's why she's looking at me like that?
You took advantage of people's innocent desires to better themselves and dragged them into this tawdry tournament. It's almost impressive in its way that you could stoop so low as to make friends fight one another with that silly grin on your face. Did you think you could become a different person just by putting on a hat and a cape? You didn't even attempt to disguise your voice or mannerisms. You betrayed us.
Why are you saying all this? I would never do those things!
People have been known to change when you haven't seen them for a while. Ah, but I forgot. You're not a person at all.
This can't be. Is that how Now-chan thought of me? No way, Now-chan understands me, right? I muster up my courage and look up at her face. But she's not smiling at all.
Now-chan, what's happened to you? The Now-chan I know would never say such cruel things. No, I don't want to hear this from you.
I don't want to hear anything from a shadow like you. In fact, I would prefer if you remained silent.
And then Now-chan pulls out the gun she uses to fight. Is Now-chan really seriously going to get rid of me because I'm a shadow?
Now-chan... Ah!
She's serious as ever. She's actually going to eliminate me? Sure, I wouldn't mind getting beaten up by a cute girl. But I'm Miss President's knight right now. I feel like I could cry, but I can't stand here and let myself get eliminated.
Now, let's get this fight between friends underway.
I'm already on the verge of tears, and Rise-chan is just making it worse. I can't deal with this.
Finally,
Like an opportunity to come up.
I've had enough of this!
Here I go.
I do that with so little damage. Ow!
Awesome! Thrilling! What a great match! Okay, you've got a short break until your next match. Rest up so you can wow the crowd with your skills later.
The general can say whatever he wants, but none of it reaches my furry ears. My heart's at the bottom of a deep, dark well. I won, but it feels so hollow.
Why won't anyone believe good old, trusty, adorable Teddy? Rise-chan, Now-chan, and I went through good times and tough times together. We were all friends. Why would they say that?
Thinking about that makes me feel even emptier. That's right. In other words...
Everything about this tournament is unbearable!
Good lord.
Are you depressed or goofing around? Pick one.
Wow, it's so cold. Now-chan is normally so nice. I mean,
I
wow.
can't believe she tore me apart like that.
How do you mean? You two were just talking to yourselves.
What?
Talking to ourselves? Huh? What is Miss President saying? Now-chan took me apart with her usual logic every time I said anything. Ah, crud. If I keep thinking about it, these big teddy eyes of mine are going to be like leaky faucets.
The enemy's special power.
I rub my eyes to make it look less like I'm crying as Now-chan gets back to her feet. I want to show her and make sure she's not hurt, but I'm a shadow, so... Seeing me stop myself, Now-chan speaks up uneasily.
Seems to be capable of interfering with our cognition. What we're saying becomes warped in the listener's ears. Though we bear each other no ill will, our speech sounds abusive.
Our cognition? Abusive? I don't think I know what she means, but there's something I pieced together. If I'm right...
You don't hate me?
Perish the thought. You're a precious friend of mine. I'll always like you.
Oh, that gentle Now-chan smile. There we go. That's the Now-chan I know so well.
Now-chan!
Whoa!
I can't hold back my overflowing passion anymore and drive right into Now-chan's bosom. They did that on purpose. To my surprise, her arms wrap around me. I might get away with this.
Teddy, that tickles. Hey! Stop nuzzling your head against me.
Now-chan!
Jesus.
I'm against girls binding their breasts like this.
Bad Teddy!
It's none of your concern. Ugh.
Aw, don't be that way. Just let me nuzzle a little more.
Only a half an hour to go!
Enough.
Maybe I got a little carried away and I was so close. As Now-chan fixes her clothing, she turns towards Miss President, who is watching us get all lovey-dovey.
Excuse me for not introducing myself. It's nice to meet you. I'm Naoto Shiragane, a private detective.
Hi.
Isn't she elegant? Now-chan may not look it, but she's a girl.
Huh? Hey, you're right. You're one classy gal.
It's hard to notice, huh? But if they look close, anybody could tell how cute Naochan is. I saw how cute Naochan is, and I surprised Miss President, and I surprised Miss President too. So that's good enough for me.
Well, enough about me. Now, you are?
These weird people were chasing her, so I was acting as her knight.
It's time to let Naochan know how great I've been. And she can tell me what a good job I've been doing as a knight. It's my grand adventure where Sir Teddy valiantly protects Miss President from the three wicked people looking for the mysterious Labrys. But I only get it as far as the pretty lady you mentioned, Kirijo, when Naochan asked me to talk more about her. Oh, is Naochan interested in my story?
The fake Teddy was really worked up about those three for some reason. And they kept calling Miss President Labrys. It didn't make any sense to me.
A major figure within the world-renowned Kirijo group was personally undertaking a search for something in this world.
A world-renowned major figure? She seemed surprised for some reason. Between Juness and that, I wonder which is higher up. I didn't even have to think about that one. I'm pretty sensitive to stuff like that, after all. I mean, between a complete disappointment and a beautiful lady, if I line the two of them up, it's obvious which Dawn is higher ranking. I'm finished telling my side of the story, so now it's Naochan's turn. Why is she here in this world? She said she was too busy with work. My Teddy senses tell me that it has to do with those three strange people.
So I guess you're looking for this Labrys too?
A reasonable guess, but incorrect. I was investigating Kirijo-san for other reasons.
Well, it's rare for her to tell us about her work right out like that. Is Naochan being so open because I was all mopey just now? Aw, Naochan, I love how you look so cool, but have such a big heart. Jesus. I'm falling for you even more.
Labrys, huh? Is there anything else you can relate, Teddy and...
Naochan trails off there. It's even rarer for Naochan, with her keen mind and insight, to stop in the middle of a conversation. What does this mean? She was looking right at me when she stopped talking. Oh, Naochan, you sly devil.
Oh my.
What's that look about?
I mean, your smoldering gaze was so intense.
Ah, the usual misunderstanding then. So, what's her name?
Name? Miss President's name?
Teddy, you've been with her all this time and never asked her name?
I mean, that's Teddy in a nutshell, isn't it?
Tut tut! Even if I don't know her name, Miss President is Miss President.
That's...
But it would make me happier to know your name. Let's hear it, Miss President.
Miss President looks away awkwardly for some reason. Oh, I get it. It must be because I'm so smoking hot. Sure, whatever. But we've been together for such a long time. There's no need for her to be embarrassed now. I step even closer and look into her face again. And I can see a slight blush on her cheeks and... Oh, wait, she's grimacing and about to speak.
Remember?
You don't remember? Wait, do you have amnesia? Have you forgotten your name?
What a shocker. I wasn't expecting that at all. I wonder if Naochan is as surprised as me. I turn around to ask, but surprisingly, or maybe not, Naochan is as calm as ever. Yeah. I forgot Naochan never gets shaken.
I'm curious. You don't have the power to wield a persona as we do, correct?
Miss President nods. I nod too in case the first one wasn't enough. Seeing that, Naochan starts to explain. She gets so excited when she lectures.
It's possible possible that General Teddy is a shadow born from you.
That fake Teddy is her shadow? But shadows usually look like the real person.
When I think back to everyone's shadows last year, they all look like the original person before they went berserk.
That's true. But though it may resemble you, it can't possibly be your shadow, Teddy. You were able to use your persona, and so could the others I've seen. That's why I think it's highly likely that this is her shadow, since she has no persona.
I'm convinced that it's not my shadow, but I still think there's something wrong. Shadows want to do what the original person wants to do, or things that the person tried to hide, so that's strange to me. Since that would mean...
Does that mean Miss President wanted to be me?
Moving on.
Yeah, no.
I love how blunt she says that.
I knew you would say that, but it still cuts like a knife.
No, that's not what I meant. The General looked like that even before I met you. Though it's still not like I want to be you.
What an honest answer, Miss President. That's fine. I'm the best there is at being me, after all.
If we ignore its appearance and think more about its role.
Instead of wanting to look like me, Miss President wanted to hold this P1 Grand Prix like the General?
That can't be. I want to stop this tournament.
Miss President protests, but suddenly closes her mouth and looks at me. What is it? Is there something she wants to say to me? She looks so sad, though.
Thinking about it, we already know that you're not the same guy as the General. This ain't your fight. So I shouldn't be all clingy and cause more trouble.
Miss President?
Miss President turns her back to us.
Sorry I doubted you before. And thanks for looking after me this far.
Miss President, what's gotten into you? You can't go alone!
Suddenly, Miss President turns and runs. I hurry after her, but whoa, she's passing right through the walls I couldn't get through before. I forgot she can pass through those invisible walls for some reason. Even if I go after her, her lead's getting bigger. Oh no, I gotta catch up to her somehow.
If that fake Teddy really is Miss President's shadow, she'll be in trouble. Now, Chun, we need to go rescue Miss President together.
It's dangerous to face your shadow alone. I would have been in big trouble if Sensei and all my friends weren't with me when it happened to me. I was worried because I would be her only ally, but now I have Naochan for backup. I'm sure I can save Miss President with her help. She's the one who figured out who the fake Teddy really is, after all. But just as I'm getting excited, Naochan sadly shakes her head. Why? Isn't she coming with me?
Fortunately, Teddy, there are rules to this tournament. The moment two participants meet, the area becomes sealed off with invisible walls. Only the victor may pass through them.
Oh.
That reminds me, the half-naked man and pretty lady didn't chase after me once the fight ended. I thought I just got lucky, but maybe it was because they were tripped up by those invisible walls? I get it now. I didn't notice that at all. Well, it's not that important. But it does mean that I have to save Miss President on my own. This could be tricky. Sure, I'm her knight, and I need to save her and put things right, but I've never fought a shadow all alone before. Naochan's smart. Why can't she find a way to come along? Naochan speaks up again.
No conclusive evidence yet, but that girl may not be human.
Huh? What do you mean?
And if General Teddy is her shadow, nothing could be more cruel. I thought that a weapon with a heart was only a rumor.
What's she talking about? A webbing with a heart sounds kind of strange. But she's not joking, is she? I can see in Naochan's eyes that she's serious. It's a little different from a smoldering, passionate gaze. I need to listen carefully to what she's saying. Even though I don't understand, I gotta listen.
I believe you may be able to help her. Out of everyone, you understand best how she must be feeling. It's dangerous for her to be alone. Please go and find her.
I still don't get it. But I think I know what she means anyway. I tighten my adorable paws into fists and make a vow.
I'm Miss President's guardian knight. I'll protect her come what may.
Alright, I'm gonna do this. Even though I'm worried and kind of scared. But if only I can save her, I'd be no true man if I didn't make up my mind to do it. I wave to Nautron and get ready to go. Oh, I got so fired up that I almost forgot.
You be careful too, okay, Nautron? Even though I can't stay here with you, I worry about you. The good thing about caring for people is you're not limited to just one, so I can help Miss President and still always be with you.
Thank you. But don't worry. I'm not alone. You either, Teddy, and neither is she.
I'm not alone. Nautron's word has lit a tiny flame inside me into a huge bonfire. Bonfire what? Nautron and I aren't alone, and Miss President isn't either. So I don't need to feel lonely, even if I run after her all on my own. Hard to starboard! Huh. I keep running, but I still can't find Miss President. But I keep running into those I just keep running into those invisible walls. I've run into so many of them now that I feel like they're my real enemy. I'm going face first into one really hurts. Even if I go slow with my hands in front of me, my face hits it first. It's just how I am. I think I'm gonna cry if I run into one more. But then... This feels familiar. My Teddy sense is smelling something.
Please, Teddy!
That's Rise-chan!
I'm so glad I made contact with you, but you better quiet down.
Oh, right.
I immediately zip my lips. My zipper is on my neck. I was making an analogy. Yes, we know.
Rise-chan, are you back to being your old self again? Do you know who I am? Because I'm not that general.
Sure, I know who you are. I'm pissed about that knockoff bear using my voice, too. I'm so glad. Ever since this weird fake Teddy kidnapped me, I've been all alone. The others are fighting each other, too.
Oh my, she sounded angry for a second. My sexy voice must have soothed her nerves. She sounds so teary-eyed that she must have been pretty nervous. Looks like I gotta save her too.
Sorry, Teddy. You must have heard some horrible things in my voice.
Hmm? Even though it wasn't Rise-chan's fault, I guess she still feels bad about it. She snaps at me sometimes, but she's nice deep down. A true man would feign ignorance at times like these.
Nope. Actually, it wasn't that different than usual.
What kind of person do you think I am?
Nicely done, Teddy. Is she mad? Did I steer the conversation wrong? They do say a girl's heart is as fickle as a summer breeze. It should be fickle. I better change the subject.
Hey, Rise-chan, where are you?
Not helping, Teddy.
In the announcement room. I got kidnapped by that general guy. He was watching me too close for me to use my persona.
Goodness gracious! He kidnapped Rosette and locked her up to further his evil schemes!
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
That pervert! He's an even worse guy than I thought! I wish I was in his shoes.
Again, pot, kettle.
Hey, moron, what are you fantasizing about?
I can't help myself. Oh, but Rise-chan, is it okay for you to talk to me like this?
Risa-chan says she finally got used to her persona when the general left the got to use her persona when the general left the announcement room, and now she's contacting me, contacting each of us to let us know that the general is the fake Teddy, and the Rise-chan we heard over the PA is a fake too. That was nice of her. What else did I need to ask her?
Isn't the P1 Grand Prix still going on?
Yeah, it hasn't ended yet. Actually, Kanji seems to have gotten the wrong idea about it. He's going nuts.
I bet he fell for that manliest of all men line. It's not hard to see that happening with Kanji.
I mean, it isn't.
I know, right? Seriously, that stupid Kanji.
Ouch. Honestly, the things I've been through, I don't know what to do about Kanji's harebrained antics anymore. Even though she didn't ask, I tell Rise-chan what has happened so far, since I thought she should know. Everything about Miss President and how I've been working hard as her knight. And now I'm on my way to the announcement room to protect her too. Now that I say it out loud, I sound pretty cool. No, you don't. I am pretty cool, huh? No, you aren't. Cool as a cummerbund. That's not the analogy, but okay.
Wow, sounds like you've been busy.
I can step up to the plate when I need to.
Yeah, it's because that girl is cute, isn't it? Anyway.
Rise-chan? Are you alright? Rise-chan!
The communication suddenly cuts out with a scream. Did the general come back? Grr, I won't forgive him if he does anything to Rise-chan. Wait, Does this mean I'm the hero here?
Can't stand around like this. I'll save Rise-chan and Miss President.
I mean, unfortunately, yes. It means you're the hero because we're going through your story.
This looks like a job for Teddy Man!
Don't call yourself that. I'll protect Miss President and save Rise-chan, and like it's no big thing. A sweet life with girls pouring over me is it's just around the corner. Do you ever stop being horny? Time for this knight to do his thing.
Sorry for the wait. I'm here to save the day.
Wham! I slam open the announcement door like a hero with a colorful puff of smoke. So, of course, so I imagine anyway. I give a one-liner for my entrance. Whoa! Why is it all bloody and disturbing here? Isn't the announcement room a place where you can make announcements? What in the world could this be? Well, I'll put that aside for now. I need to take care of Miss President and Rise-chan. Oh, I can see their hearts were captivated by my amazing entrance. Huh? There's another girl here?
Hey, she's that girl's shadow.
Rise-chan points to a girl who looks a lot like Miss President. She's pretty, but oh, I remember now. She reminds me of Ai-chan. Is that what Miss President wants to look like? Oops, gotta save that for later. I bust a cool move and point to the shadow.
It was true.
Miss President's shadow was the culprit. I take some fancy steps and stand between the shadow and the girl to protect them. Man, that was cool even for me. Jesus. I'm so awesome. Now all that's left is to say my signature line.
I'm here. You're not gonna lay a finger on these girls. Come and get.
No, you're not me.
What?
Huh? What? Things are that far gone already?
Yes, the power.
Hi. How many times have we done the song and dance? The shadow gains more and more power from Miss President denying it, and it turns into... Holy moly, a gigantic bull? It's huge. I think it's been a while since we've seen the CG. Or is this the first time we've seen it? It's ginormous. Aren't I kind of small next to that?
That thing looks pretty strong.
I am a shadow. The true self. The power is rising from within! What's going on? Hey! Did you enjoy the P1 Grand Prix? It went exactly how you wanted it, no? Wasn't it fun? Seeing them fight their friends? Don't be dumb! Why would I think that's fun? I never wished for anything this awful! Oh, yes you did! You wanted them to suffer the same pains that you once did! You wanted them to understand, right?
Whoa, the shadow is overflowing with power. Every time the shadow presses president, it gets paler and paler. She gets paler and paler. This isn't good. I need to back her up.
Miss President, don't lose heart.
Miss President looks like she's about to cry when she turns to me. But the shadow just ignores her and keeps going.
How can you even ask them to understand you? When you've been deceiving them all along? That'll never happen. You're not even human. Huh? What is this?
As soon as the shadow snaps its fingers, Miss President starts to change, and the background changed to normal for some reason. Because this is apparently the only version of the CGI. Am I taking crazy pills? But no matter how much I rub my eyes, she doesn't stop changing. Miss President is turning into a girl who looks exactly like the shadow here.
Are you a machine? Are you just like Ai-chan?
That reminds me, Ai-chan called Miss President's sister. Is this what she meant? Never mind me, Miss President's not human either? She was a machine? A beautiful mechanical girl?
No! I'm not! You wanted to live a normal life and go to school looking like that? There's no way! You're pretty stupid for a machine, you know that? Admit it, you're a robot! It's about time you stop trying to fool yourself!
Sorry, I cut off that laugh. No matter how many times I see it, the way Shadow is mercilessly bullying everyone makes me mad. Miss President doesn't like it at all. He's sad too. Oh no, we're in trouble if this keeps up.
Miss President, don't worry. It'll be all right.
What did Sensei say back when this happened to me? I want to somehow get Miss President to feel that happy and relieved. I can't find the right words, so I tried to tap Miss President's shoulder to comfort her.
Miss President?
She slapped my hand away.
Easy for you to say. It's not like you understand anything about me.
It wasn't the shadow getting in the way. Miss President herself is resisting me?
No one does. No one can understand a machine like me.
No one can understand. Hearing Miss President say that blew away my shock at having her resist me. Does she really think that? Suddenly, something Altron said hits me like a bolt of lightning. That's right. Out of everyone, you understand best how she must be feeling. Feeling encouraged by that, I looked straight into Miss President's eyes. They're completely different than they were when she was happy or angry. She's so sad, lonely, and desperate to be understood. But no one does. I was just a shadow. I remember how it felt to confess that to Sensei.
That's not true.
My shout surprised even me. Whoops, I'm a little embarrassed. But now's not the time for that. I finally understand. It's time I paid Sensei and I repaid Sensei and the others for what they did for me. Because I am who I am. I can help Miss President. I'm her knight, after all.
I found people who understand me. I'm sure that someone will... Heck.
Teddy.
Heck, I'll. Oh, is she finally going to listen to me? Then I'll just reach out again and...
Stop getting in the way!
Holy frijoles!
I barely dodged the axe, but my fur is standing on end now. I completely forgot about the shadow. How? It only takes up the whole damn room. How did I forget something so important? That's what I said. Sheesh, if she's going to get in the way, then there's only one thing to do. I gotta shut up this giant bull and save Miss President. A bear against a bull, nature's oldest rivalry.
Listen, Buster! A bear can take a bull in a fight anytime, anywhere! I think.
Darn it. I canceled because I'm still used to circle being confirmed. Curse you, FF6 Remaster! Why'd you do this to me?
I've had enough of this!
Nice! I'm going to take another bio break, and then we're going to finish at the next. Then we're going to end stream at the next save point. Give me a sec, everyone. All right, I'm back.
Miss President, you can come back here. It's all right.
Yeah, it should be okay now. The bull has calmed down, and the shadow is quietly standing by. All she needs to do is accept herself, right? But Miss President hesitates. Not only won't she come near, she won't even look this way. Is she that upset? But Rise-chan slowly takes Miss President's hand and urges her to come forward. Miss President takes a step forward, spurred on by Rise-chan's kindness. But it's still no good. Her face is still as troubled as ever. A cute girl like her should be smiling.
Seriously, you're such a handful, Miss President.
You're still calling me that?
Well, you haven't officially introduced yourself yet.
You know I'm not human, right? How come you're being so nice?
Hey, I'm not human either.
Huh?
Ah, I told her once already. How could she forget after I showed her my insides? Well, to be fair, dude, she is rather in a bit of a state right now. Also, ew. Phrasing. Since Miss President then seems dazed, I explain then what I mean.
I wanted people to like me. That's what I wished for, and this is the shape I took. When people like you, it feels good knowing that you belong somewhere.
I really think that's true. It was what I wished for without knowing back then.
Isn't that the same thing as wanting to be understood?
This is probably what Naochan meant. what Ms. President's shadow said than what I wished for. They're pretty similar. There's not much difference between one thing to be liked and one thing to be understood.
People like you.
Did you have anyone like that, Miss President?
Someone who liked me. Someone who loved me.
I fix my gaze on Miss President, who's gone quiet. It's not an adult bear's way to hurry someone with something like this. After thinking and thinking, Miss President timidly opens her mouth.
It's kind of foggy. But I feel like there was someone like that. Someone who cared about us.
That's wonderful!
Yeah, it really is.
Miss President smiles and looks straight into my eyes. Aha! I think she'll be okay now. So I must muster up my courage and ask her directly.
President, do you mind if I ask your name?
Miss President looks taken aback for a second. But then she returns my look and answers.
5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. Labris.
That was 5 times longer than I was expecting. But I'm gonna get it right. First try.
Shadow suppressive. I bit my tongue.
You didn't even get the first part right! And you were only 2 words in!
Sheesh, you just had to kill the mood, didn't you?
A painful jab to my cowardly heart. She didn't have to tell me that. I knew it all too well. That's why I'm not going to mess up anymore.
Labby-chan, I got it now.
I like that. Feels a little funny, but I like it.
When she hears my nickname for her, Labby-chan makes the kindest face I've seen on her so far. She's so pretty when she smiles. Aw. She stands quietly, like she's finally at peace. Then she looks her shadow in the eyes and smiles again.
Labby-chan is sticking. Not bad, huh? I still wish from the bottom of my heart that they all have happy lives. I do remember those words. Someone said that to me once. And I went and completely forgot about it.
I still wish from the bottom of my heart that they all have happy lives. What a lovely... excuse me, sorry. What a lovely thing to say. I wish that from the bottom of my heart, too. Labby-chan begins to walk slowly towards her shadow.
I'm sorry I ignored you all this time. I was the one who left you all alone. No, you are me, after all. This is my persona.
After accepting her shadow, Labby-chan turns towards us with a big happy smile. Oh, it's so cute. While I appreciate her awesome smile, Labby-chan cocks her head a bit and speaks up.
I'm myself. There's only one Labris. And I'm the best there is at being me. Right?
Good job, Labby-chan.
Thanks.
I give her a thumbs up, but Labby-chan just shrugs it off. Uh-oh, I know Labby-chan's the queen and pointedly ignoring things, but this is no time for that.
Oh, you're supposed to copy me at times like this. Missy-chan, if you don't mind, a little demonstration, please.
Fine. Sorry about this. Just play along, okay? Put your finger like this and... No, don't put the thumb down. Like this. Like this? And then...
Labby-chan follows Rise-chan's example and then looks up. Oh, there we go.
Good going, me!
That's right. All together now.
Good job!
Hey, that was great. The way our voices came together was so nice, and all three of us start laughing at once. Just when my cheeks are hurting from laughing too much, Labby-chan takes a deep breath and speaks up.
I've never laughed so hard in my life. Even if my shadow comes out again, I'm sure I'll be okay. Now that I've found people I can connect with, it's all thanks to you. To Teddy, my loyal knight.
It's truly an honor as your knight. That's what I wanted to say, but my mouth froze up and I couldn't get it out. That's weird. Why didn't that happen? Usually I have no problem saying whatever, but right now it's like, I don't know what to say. How do I explain?
Oh, Teddy, are you actually embarrassed?
I'm not embarrassed. Oh, I bit my tongue again.
Labby-chan laughs, and Rise-chan does too. That weird feeling has gone away now, and I smile really big too. Ah, this is how things are supposed to be. Nope, that's where we're ending it.
Persona.
I can't push it any further than that. Okay, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. We should be able to complete the P4 story next time we finish this, though we will still have some extra bits to do. Like there's still the extra scene with there's still the extra scene with you. There's still the joke endings. But I don't know if I'll be able to get to that. I don't know if I'll be able to get to that next time. We'll see. It all depends on how long Elizabeth's chapter is. Elizabeth's story is, I mean. Anyway, let's head up to raid. Is Robin streaming right now? Yes, she is. She's still playing Skatebird. All right. Beginning raid. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. And next week will be next week Sunday. We'll start opening. We'll do another Temple Archives. And I'll be able to do the games I missed doing, but the next game we play, as I've said before during my Final Fantasy playthrough, will be Okami, and I'm very much looking forward to that because I worked very hard on updating my Tamama model, and I can't wait to show it off. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all on the next one. This is Metis Balaska signing out.